Hi there team, Coach Alexa here, online running coach for We Run. I got asked recently, what is the biggest thing that can make a difference to any kind of health outcomes that we're looking at? So that might be running fitness, it might be just, kind of reducing heart disease and diabetes risk or increasing our longevity, or even mental health outcomes. And after not too much thought, actually, the word that came into my head was consistency. So our bodies and brains are fantastic at adapting to the things we ask them to do regularly. Give them that stimulus on a repeated and regular basis, and your bodies will adapt. Now that might be physical adaptation. So from a running point of view, we start running regularly and our cardiovascular system, our skeleton, our muscles, our tendons, our ligaments will all be given that stimulus and will be gradually starting to adapt so that they can become better at and do more of that thing that we're asking them to do. But it happens with all sorts of other stuff as well. It happens with changing our eating habits. It happens with getting a good routine around sleep so that we can get a higher quality and longer amounts of sleep. It comes with pretty much any sport from a fitness point of view, but also from a skill point of view. So, if you want to get better at, I don't know, taking penalty shots as a footballer, you just have to take lots of penalty shots. You have to practice them a lot. Great sort of piece I remember between Johnny Wilkinson and David Beckham going back some time about, kind of drop goals and penalty taking. And it just was hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of practice doing those things repeatedly, so it just became second nature, and our brains and our bodies just knew exactly what to do in those situations. It's fascinating, isn't it? And it's brilliant. And we can, make some changes with our brains as well. Some fantastic research around mindfulness techniques, being able to make over time gradual but significant structural changes and connectivity changes in our brains to gradually change, thinking patterns and the way we kind of default behave. So yeah, if you have goals from a sort of health, fitness, well-being, running point of view, I'd say the bread and butter, the foundation, the backbone of making those changes is consistency. Yes, it is great fun to maybe get a bit snazzy with a training plan, to have specific goals, to build a program, training blocks and individual sessions that are going to help you work towards that. Absolutely. And I really, really love doing that. But a lot of those gains in fitness, particularly when you're starting out or when you're moving into, sort of new aspect of your running training, is about getting out there and doing it regularly, both the running and of course your strength training. Happy running.